So I have this ShopVac, and by ShopVac I do mean it's an actual ShopVac brand. It fizzled out on me. It crapped out, pooped out while I was working on my living room floor. I had this hooked up to a sander, and this plastic stuff up in here, part of the cover for the motor, I guess, is melted. I'm guessing that's part of the problem. My goal here today is to take it apart a little bit, just to kind of ascertain whether or not it's worth pursuing repairing this. I always liked this vacuum. It was a good size. I thought it was not too small, not too big, and it actually was pretty quiet. It was made in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, so you know, local company. I think what we have here is some 5/16 screws, 5/16 socket screws. No, I think they are 5/16, but I don't have the 5/16 bit in there. Yeah, here we go. So let's start by taking those out. Okay, that came out nice and easy. So we'll keep that ball there. That's part of the tip over mechanism. It's interesting, there is some foam insulation in there. Yeah, this is really messed up. So this is the fan for the motor, and it's just totally blown out there. Okay, so it looks like it was supposed to be held in between these washers. So I don't think I can repair that, because there's these two washers here, and it looks like the metal just got torn up. And that's just thin aluminum. And then I guess it was rubbing against the plastic here. And just the friction of that melted it apart. So I would have to order at least these two parts. I suppose I could look up the ShopVac website and see how expensive those are, if they're even available. It is the model QL40A. So I just want to make a decision today because it's trash night, and if I'm not going to bother to fix it, then I will, cool ball, I will throw it away tonight. So I'm going to go up to the computer and do some research. I mean, everything else looks okay here. See, I would have to take that apart, and that could be difficult to get off now because there's nothing to grab onto. So maybe that's something else to try. Yeah, I don't know how I can loosen that nut without something to grab onto. If this was still attached, I could grab onto this. Well, let's try that first. Grab a wrench. Looks like 1/2 inch. Okay, well, that did come off. Now can I get it off further? Not sure. It's like fused. Yeah, yeah. So this piece of aluminum is supposed to go there, I guess. Now when I spin that around, I don't hear any other problems. So I guess my decision is, if I can find the parts, and they're not outlandishly expensive, then I'll keep this. So how do I determine what's too much to spend? I'm going to say this is a pretty old ShopVac. So if it's more than a third of the cost of a comparable ShopVac, then I am going to throw it out. All right, time to go do some research.
For your patience. Good afternoon, ShopVac customer care.
Hi, I have a question about replacement parts for an older ShopVac.
Okay, model number of the unit.
QL40A.
Okay. What is it you need?
The fan or the impeller.
No, that'll be part of the motor replacement.
Okay.
Let me check that for you, one moment. Okay, so the replacement power unit for this vac will be your motor, cord, and switch. It's all assembled in the housing.
Okay.
You'll be making the installation. There's no wiring involved. Now, with that being said, we're currently out of stock, so I'm unable to take an order.
Oh, okay.
I will give you the part number. You call back like on the 4th.
Okay.
They may be in stock by then, okay? So the part number is 1944302.
Okay.
Your
Just
cost would be $103.99.
Okay,
and
yeah.
there'll be a shipping fee on top of that.
yeah, that was my next question. I think I'm gonna skip it. I think that's it's almost as much as a pretty good replacement vacuum. So
Okay.
I appreciate the info though.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's that. $100 for the whole motor housing, and I was looking here on Amazon, and there's some fans that look like they're really close, but they're just not. They're not as thick, or they look like they have a flare towards the middle, and that's a shame though, because you know I hate to just send that whole thing to the landfill. But that's what you got to do sometimes. That's why we have landfills. There's one right over these hills. It's actually really close by. So, you know, I'm not throwing it into the ocean. Although it might make a nice little habitat for some little sea critters. It's hard to know what's right these days, you know. It's hard to do the right thing, but I think the right choice for me, personally, today, it's trash day, I'm gonna throw it out. Goodbye, ShopVac. Next time.